What's up, everybody? Thanks for joining my channel. At the time of this recording, it is now Wednesday. We are 2 days away from the full theatrical release and Peacock release of Halloween Kills. I wanted to sit down for a moment and talk to you guys about the 5 reasons why this could be and should be the greatest horror movie slasher of all time. Let's get right into it. So guys, we are on the precipice of something huge here with this movie. So let's get right into it without further ado. Number 5, the callbacks. Okay, you already can tell by the trailer, they are bringing back a lot of people from the original Halloween. The ones that survived that night 40 years later. What's cool about that is we saw what happened with Laurie Strode 40 years later and her character and what happened to her with all the trauma she was dealing with. Now, it'll be interesting to see what the people's lives have been up to, what people have been up to, in the meantime, these past 40 years. How have they dealt with the night that they met him and survived him? That's going to be really interesting because you can go really deep on character arc with this particular portion of it. So one of the things I like about Halloween more so than other slashers is because of the character arc. Character arc is amazing. A lot of slashers don't have that. They stick with the one note kill, that's about it, and move on. But you get invested in the characters in the Halloween series. That's my number 5. Number 4, John Carpenter's score. In Halloween 2018, he took the score that he made famous in 1978 and elevated it. Now it still sounded the same. You still have the same key beats of that main Halloween theme, but it was elevated. And him and his son again are doing the score for this new one, and it's going to be phenomenal. I just know he is one of the masters when it comes to composing music. So that's my number 4. Number 3, the plot. Here's why this plot is set us up for potentially the best horror slasher of all time. Because the town is done. They're fed up. They're not running. They're not hiding. They're not cowering anymore. They are coming to Michael Myers, coming to find Michael Myers, trying to hunt Michael Myers down. Now, this is not the first time this has been done. We saw this in Halloween 4 when those guys from the bar got in their trucks and with their guns and went after Michael Myers. So it's not the first time that it's happened, but to have this many people and in the entire town of Haddonfield banding together to say, hey, we got to stop this guy, it gets a level that we haven't really seen in other slashers. Maybe somewhat Friday the 13th or Nightmare on Elm Street, but before Freddy became the Dream Demon, when he was just a human being and the parents hunted him down. But not in this level, not with an entire town coming after this guy. And who are they? And they're coming after one of the most notorious killers of all of cinema history. So it's going to be just the idea that he's a force of nature and they are coming towards him. It's going to be absolutely intense. And that leads me to my number 2, the unexpected aspect, because so many characters are in this movie. There's a lot of people in this movie. So anybody is fair game to be killed. You can see that from the trailer. Anybody is fair game to be killed, from Laurie Strode to her daughter to the granddaughter to any of the callbacks. Nobody is bigger than this story, than this movie. So that's my number 2. And number 1, of course, Michael Myers. Now, Michael Myers this is a completely different side of him. This is a new arc for Michael Myers, which we don't see in a lot of slashers. The slasher characters, the slasher villains, they usually stick to the same to who they always are. Here's why this is different. He's actually angry for the first time. In all the Halloween movies, he just does his job, so to speak. Just goes around, hunting people, killing people. Doesn't really have any vicious or angriness towards it. He's not after something. If he is, it's not 100% defined, right? Last movie, no matter what anybody tells you, he was never going to Laurie Strode. You could just watch the movie again, and you can see never once does he actually go after him. He doesn't care about her whatsoever. So he was literally driven to her house, and that's the only reason that there was a final confrontation between the two of them. All he wanted to do was go about his business killing people. Now he got shown up by those women, by Laurie Strode, her daughter and her granddaughter. He got shown up for them. He was embarrassed. He was beaten by them. Now he's angry because you're going to go right from the right. It's going to pick up right where it left off. You can see that again from the trailer. Now keep in mind, guys, this is my opinion. All right, I haven't seen this movie. I only watched the teaser trailer and then the full length trailer. I try not to find the TV spots because I don't want to see too much. There has been a huge media storm of Halloween Kills, which I love, but I know for myself I didn't want to watch too much and go into it with some kind of just less than excited because they showed so much. So for that reason, I've stayed away from what I'm seeing of it, and this is just based on what I did watch and what I have seen. This is my thought. So you have an angry Michael Myers for the first time. And for me, he is the greatest horror slasher villain ever. And to see him angry and now this is going to be epic levels of violence, epic levels of brutality, epic levels of intensity. Because I just because of the reason I just said, you guys, you could tell it. I'm beyond excited for this. I got my ticket 2 weeks ago. And I cannot wait. So those are my 5 reasons on why I firmly believe that Halloween Kills will be the greatest slasher movie ever made. Ever made. Halloween, the original, is arguably already one of the, or if not the best, by a good amount of people's thought processes. This is going to elevate it. This is going to elevate it. You're going to see, and this will not be for the faint of heart. This will not be a typical Halloween movie. One of the things that Halloween does that people, if you're a hardcore fan of the series, they never get that violent. Okay, I know it sounds crazy to say because he has a pretty high kill count. But if you look at all the movies, a lot of the kills are done off screen. A lot of them are done in a cutaway. They're not full in your face. Somebody ends up finding the body after he's already done his business. So for that reason, it's a little toned down for what we really see on screen. This won't be the case in this one. It's called Halloween Kills. It's going to get brutal. It's going to get violent, and I'm here for all of it. So what do you guys think? Are you excited? I hope you're excited. We are 2 days away. If you're not excited now, I don't know what else you can do to get excited except watch this video again and get yourself excited. But anyway, if you're new here, like this video, share this video, and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys next time.